After we close our eyes on this world for the final time, when we finish our earthly career, we begin our journey towards the physical center of all things and continued growth inward to perfection. We are in Seraphim, and as our native world fades and falls away, we are brought to the first of the 7 Mansonians. There we will awaken in our chamber of creature reassembled. We will eternally remember our resurrection day. Ten times the size of Urantia, half of the Finalitors world is the probationary nursery for 619 inhabited worlds. What a joy to reunite with children who departed much too soon. Before we depart Jerasim, near as big as our sun, we will achieve an individuality combining the completed mortal existence in experiential association with the budding Urantia career, both being duly blended by the spiritual over-control of the thought adjuster. Norlashadek, our constellation, has Edentia as its capital. It is a world of botanic grandeur after which the Garden of Eden was named. It is the administrative capital of 100 local systems, potentially 100,000 inhabited worlds. Our next sojourn is on the 70 Jupiter-sized major cultural worlds revolving around Edentia. Each has 10 sub-satellites, the size of Urantia. After such replete socialization, we will be able to live and work harmoniously with any personality, anywhere. Salvington, Michael and the Divine Minister's home, the headquarters of our local universe Nebadon, surrounded by the 490 worlds of the Melchizedek University. The local universe capital is nearly 10 times the radius of our Sun, or 1,000 times Urantia. That's almost 1 million times the surface area of our planet. Around this incredible sphere are 70 Sun-sized spheres, and 6 Jupiter-sized sub-satellites revolve around each major world. These architectural worlds are absolutely beyond our comprehension, and we are just beginning. As last-stage Urantia beings, we went through the deep sleep of metamorphosis. Now first-stage spirits, we graduate from Salvington and arrive on U Minor III. The capital of Ensa is 100 times the width of the Sun, 10,000 times the diameter of our world Urantia. It would take light 425 seconds to travel from one side to the other through the sphere. Compare that to 500 seconds from our Sun to Urantia. It only just fits between the Earth and the Sun. The 7 spheres of the higher physical studies of the ascendant life surround the minor sector headquarters. Each is 10 times larger than our Sun, or as large as Salvington. Amazing. U Major the 5th is the headquarters of 1/10 of our entire super-universe, or Vantan. The parent sphere for what will be 100 billion mortal worlds. Imagine the numbers of resident and transient beings located at any one time in this celestial place. You measure the fifth's diameter as a little less than the orbital path that Saturn takes around our Sun. Surrounding this astonishing sphere are the 70 spheres of the advancing intellectual training of the superuniverse. Each of them are 100 times the diameter of our Sun. Although we're registered in our major sector of Splandon, we will have to pass through every one of the 10 major divisions of our superuniverse. We will see all 30 of the Orvantan perfections of days and experience the different flavors of each sector before we reach Uversa. Our experience of all major sectors gives us second stage spirits a 10-faceted, replete experience of the outworking of the cosmic mind of Orvantan. We arrive on the spheres surrounding our superuniverse capital, Uversa, as juvenile third stage spirits, ready for the Spirit Superuniversity. Here we'll be fully tested and prepared for life in Havona. It is a worthy capital, altogether colossal, dwarfing our Sun. We must go far out in the solar system on Matia to the orbit of Neptune. At over 12,000 miles an hour, it takes Neptune 165 years to revolve once around the Sun. But Uversa may be 3 times larger than this diameter. The glory, grandeur, and perfection of the Orvantan capital surpass any of the wonders of the time-space creations. The configurations of satellites are more straightforward with the previous architectural spheres. Are there 7 enigmatic clusters of dynamic 70-body problems? Or is this depiction of 10 clusters of 7 in each of the higher universities the pattern? We don't know, but we do know that we will have achieved perfection of purpose before we end Sakanatham and depart for Havona. Havona, the eternal central universe. For size comparison, consider the minimum size of a Havona world as the same as Uversa. But the maximated geometrical possibility is almost 9 times that. On the 7th circuit, we recognize our Master Spirit. On the 6th, we learn to comprehend the Supreme Being and the Trinity of Supremacy. On the 5th, we learn to recognize and comprehend the Infinite Spirit. On the 4th, recognizing the Son apart from the Spirit and spiritually comprehending Him. On the 3rd, we finally obey the injunction to be perfect, even as we find and recognize our Father. On the 2nd, we are counseled and advised regarding our preparation for life on Paradise. On the 1st, we are familiarized with numerous new beings and receive our final pre-Paradise instruction. Between the first Havona circuit and the Eternal Isle, the 21 sacred spheres of the Father, Son, and Spirit are likely not smaller than thousands of light years across. They are paradise worlds. In eternity, the Father made these spheres himself. Each paradise sacred circuit was differently eternalized. One cannot grasp the true scale of the Grand Canyon on Urantia, let alone each of these worlds. They may be much bigger than shown here. The footprint of paradise in space might be much smaller. These spheres are utterly transcendent of what has been revealed, let alone shown. While not in space, the isle is surrounded by the circumference of the inner limit of pervaded space, suggesting a large footprint diameter for paradise. We will never see the eternal isle from above, but it does give us perspective on the possible proportion for paradise as the most gigantic organized body of cosmic reality in all the Master Universe. From this vantage, the sacred spheres are tiny. The Havona worlds, 1 billion invisible pearls on 7 concentric necklaces. We will come to know all these worlds in the eons to come. These worlds made to order will teach us greater lessons of love for each other and deeper love and worship for our Father who makes it all possible. As we sojourn throughout the grand universe, world by glorious world, through these architectural spheres of ascension.